good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And here's Russell, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Ibaka, drops in the layup for two.
Well, you like to see Serge Ibaka be assertive on the offensive end, particularly on the interior.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. That's one he knows he should have drained.
Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Deep two from Russell. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Smith. It's a 7-point spread. Passes to Shamet. Howard against Nurkic. Pass to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And as talented as Andrew Wiggins is, there are games, Doris, when he can fade into the background, and his team needs him the most.
Yes, and the questions become, is he passive? Is he disengaged on the offensive end? And that, I think, can be frustrating because people around the league will tell you that this young man is as talented and as skilled as any player in the league. It's really, for Andrew Wiggins, about finding a measure of consistency.
And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. And with Wiggins, Doris, and his struggles last year, he seemed to be relying more on his outside shot.
You wonder if Wiggins feels the pressure of an NBA that now so heavily emphasizes that three-point shooting. But his strength, to me, is putting the ball on the deck, attacking the rim, and relentlessly going at defenders. He's got to get back to that.
From the arc, it's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Yeah, still working on consistency from range, but improved shot mechanics for Andrew Wiggins.
Russell passes to Warren. Off target from three-point range. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Trailing by 2. And it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
Smith outside for the 3.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket. Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Back to Warren. Over Wiggins. And Warren the bucket on the assist by Russell.
Well, this guy loves to take advantage of mid-range shots. T.J. Warren in his comfort zone there.
Shamet with it. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Wiggins. And the shot is long.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Here's Booker. Banked in off the glass. Booker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
How about the ability to adjust and finish in different situations? Devin Booker, elite as a scorer.
Nurkic against Howard. Here's Wiggins. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Wiggins has got 9.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Russell dishes to Booker. Over Gay. No good from Booker.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
In the corner, Shamet with it. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Well, just tremendous awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. Recognizing a teammate is open. Let me make the game easy for him.
Booker outside. Unloads. That's in, and that's his fourth basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Yeah, but he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
Completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Number 1, the Kings. 4th, the Suns.
You know, both of these clubs forced a lot of turnovers and also converted offensively off of them. Very impressive.
The pass to Exum. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Listen, Dante Exum has outstanding handle. He is masterful at knifing through the defense.
Rondo looking over the floor. Here's Bitadze, sinks the three-pointer. And the Suns lead by 5.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Porter against Crowder. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good. Porter. The players have taken their game to another level. A lot of improvement they've done individually. Any surprises that have caught your eye, Doris, over the years?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe the greatest single individual leap I've ever seen is by the reigning most improved player, and that's Pascal Siakam. Couldn't get in the rotation consistently in the postseason, and then became such an integral part of an NBA championship team. Kemba Walker, who is an all-star caliber player, all NBA level guy, continues to stay in the lab and keep improving. So a ton of guys, Domantas Sabonis, another young big who's been incredible. Just great to see guys progress.
Now here's Exum. He's covered by Rondo. Porter finds Exum. Trying to get open, it's Davis. A nice shot by Exum. Exum's got his second bucket tonight.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Rondo passes to Crowder. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Kings taking it the other way.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Phoenix leading by 3. Here's Poole. Pass to Rondo. Clock at 6. The kick out to Crowder. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Kings trail by 3. Here's Porter. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Crowder. Pass to Rondo. to Crowder. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Suns lead by 5.
Well, Crowder is not afraid to play bully basketball. This is a guy who will battle through contact.
Now, here's Exum. He's tightly guarded. Davis in the corner. They get a hand on it. Rondo with the steal. Fast break, here come the Suns. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Dante Exum.
Well, make no mistake, Kevin, Crowder has got great strength inside. The defense can get physical. It doesn't matter.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Crowder. And Jay Crowder ends every post with the hashtag, "It all started in the driveway." Doris, he knows just how far he's come.
No doubt. Jay Crowder said back then he was always the youngest guy on the court with no fouls called. That is how you develop into a competitor.
Frank Jackson, he's checked in for the Kings. And both free throws good from Crowder.
Well, the Suns, of course, have the league's longest playoff drought. 9 straight seasons of going on vacation early. And think about it, that's despite picking at the top of the draft year after year.
Jackson down low, defended by Crowder. And that one's good by Porter.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
And Doris for the Suns going forward. It can't help but they play in the always difficult Western Conference.
That's right. The Western Conference is so strong at the top, and it's strong at the bottom as well. You know, you think about it, teams that didn't make the playoffs last year, Dallas, Sacramento, Minnesota, all of those teams are on the upswing. So how do the Suns eventually climb that ladder?
It's stolen by Davis. Here's Hart. Williams with the block. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And he misses the fast break layup.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And a wide open look for Porter. Davis kicks to Jackson. There's the pass to Hart. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. And he lays it up and in.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now Crowder. He's got 6. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Jay Crowder. He's out there with Marvin Williams, and it's Poole in at the 2 guard.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
Free throw good. Porter. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Rondo's shot is good. Rondo's got his second bucket of the night.
And at his best is Rondo when he's attacking in the paint. Beautiful little floater there. Easy to get it up and over the defense.
Trying to get open is Davis, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Marvin Williams.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Kings have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. The first one falls.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And so Jackson nails both of them. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. 3-point lead. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
The Kings trail by 3. On the wing, Porter. Over Rondo. Here's Davis.
And the coaching staff loves the intensity Williams brings on defense, wanting to shut his man down.
Crowder goes in. Pass to Bitadze. Here's Poole. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Phoenix shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting for Phoenix, Jordan Poole. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Kings. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Richaun Holmes. Gay comes in for Davis. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Porter. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Kings trail by 5. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Shamet. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment.
Wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Suns have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. No good on that one. Doris, what has impressed me about Booker is that he's put up great numbers despite not having a lot of franchise stability at the start of his career.
No doubt, Kevin. For Devin Booker, his first 4 seasons, he had 4 different head coaches. That doesn't even start to touch the roster turnover he's dealt with. Through everything he's faced, he has produced on the offensive end. You love this guy's upside.
And guys, the stellar development of Devin Booker continued last season. Still a firecracker on offense and took strides to improve his shot selection and, equally as important, his decision making.
Yep, that one goes. Nurkic has got his first points in this one.
Love watching Nurkic set hard screens and then roll with purpose. Great job in the creativity there from the pick and roll.
Sinks the triple. And the Suns lead by 6. And Greg, with Booker and his progress, you really see it in his playmaking.
And that is what the Suns want from him long term. They see him growing into the same vein as a player like James Harden, someone who can carry the load offensively and still make others better.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And he gets the bucket.
What tremendous instincts as a scorer for Devin Booker. Get in that mid-range game, sir.
Passes it to Shamet. Pass to Nurkic. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what. Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Higgins outside. Six to shoot. Back to Nurkic. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Free throw good. Nurkic. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game, the Bosnian Beast, making a name for himself.
Smith checked in for Frank Jackson. Gay passes to Smith. The pass to Wiggins. The shot from 20 feet away. Rebounded by Howard.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Here's Booker. And he banks in the layup. Booker's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Pass to Wiggins. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And stolen by Wiggins. Passes it to Shamet. With some arc, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Dwight Howard.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Free throw good from Shamet. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Suns leading by 6. The feed now to Booker. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 5 assists tonight.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Smith outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. Howard's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Nurkic kicks to Wiggins. There's the triple. Again, the miss by the King.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Well, D'Angelo Russell, one of the best mid-range scorers you'll see. He's got the floater game, the pull-up game, and with his arsenal, he can get a shot at any time.
He's checked in for Dennis Smith.
And looking now at some numbers for Rudy Gay. Good season for him last year. Put up about 13 points per, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Oh, and he blocked knocks it off the glass. Wow.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
They grabbed their own miss.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Right side, Russell. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Gay outside. It's up a 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Now here's Booker. He's covered by Shamet. Wiggins against Warren. Back to Booker. Clock at 4. Shoots over Shamet. That one rolling around and rims out.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Here's Russell. It's hauled in by the Kings. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Exum passes to Wiggins. Shot from 12. Second chance effort, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. Number 1, the Kings.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
The first free throw is good.
And the first task for Monty Williams is going to be retooling this offense. Plenty of offensive talent here. Team has underperformed on that end for years.
And one of the things he wants to implement, Greg, Monty Williams wants to utilize more movement, right? He has mentioned a style similar to what they ran while he was with the Spurs organization. So don't expect to see any stagnant bodies on the offensive end this year.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Here's Howard. No good there. Great D that time from Nurkic. Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
He misses the free throw. Phoenix making some changes. Williams comes in for Serge Ibaka. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Rondo. Booker outside. Goes up on the wing. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And here's Exum. Pass to Porter. The 11-footer. Can't hit that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Booker with no one around. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And it's Exum in the corner. Back to Porter. 5 to shoot. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. And Rondo sends it back.
Oh, you forget sometimes how much of an impact Rondo can have defensively there, showing off some superb vertical as he goes up for the block.
To the middle. Here's Howard. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And a moment here to check out some numbers for Nurkic. Great showing for him last season. 12th in rebounding and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. Davis inside, working on Williams. Top of the key, Exum. Shoots over Crowder. Exum's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Well, good night for the defense. Dwight Howard finishes with authority.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The pass to Hart. Here's Porter. From 10 feet out, the offensive rebound. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Here's Booker. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Porter against Crowder. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Porter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Booker with it. From deep three-point range, and so it's Phoenix. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Get back. Focus on getting back, guarding your man, and not taking these real.
It starts with a man-on-man challenge. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 22 points and 1 assist. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
Defensively going in, you game plan against Devin Booker. But he can demolish your plan quick when he gets that shot going. And guess what? He's been unstoppable.
And over to Kenny now. Your take on the Kings.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there. And I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better, into a better rhythm in the second half, and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Suns leading by 11. On the floor for Sacramento. Rudy Gay is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's Dennis Smith. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot.
This guy has so many shots up his sleeve. Devin Booker loves to go with that floater when it's presented to him.
Now, here's Shamet. Guarded closer. Wiggins against Warren. Shot from free throw range. And it's Wiggins missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Wiggins against Warren. And that one, good. Warren's got 7 points.
It's about all you can do as a defender. Warren's just that talented and has that kind of focus when necessary.
Here's Shamet. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 4 rebounds in this game. 18 feet out, and he connects with the jumper. 10 points for him.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Shamet finds Nurkic. Now here's Gay. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And like watching Gay get aggressive with the defense, making them whack him there on the way up.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Gay.
And the length and athleticism Gay offers is exciting. I mean, terrific at scoring the ball, but he can also defend multiple positions.
And he makes both free throws. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Russell against Smith. Now, here is Russell. D right on him. Nurkic with the block.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
The drive by Smith uses the glass to finish the layup. Smith's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, Dennis Smith Jr. is a tough cover because he can finish with either hand. You better not give up the lane because he'll make you look foolish.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. And the first one at the line is good.
You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And surely Howard not as explosive as he once was. But as you said, Doris, the presence is still there.
No doubt, Kevin. And this team doesn't need Dwight to put up 20 points. That's not what he's here for. They need rim protection, and they need him to rebound at a high level.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
3 from Gay. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Suns leading by 15 to the paint. And it's Howard finishing it off. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
And right there you see Devin Booker's feel for the game. This guy knows exactly when to give it up.
Wiggins outside. Looking to get back on track here. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D from Howard. Here's Russell. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
Bounce pass from Shamet. Nurkic, and the shot goes down. Nurkic has got 10 points.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
The drive by Booker, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Suns lead by 19.
There are few people in the league that are more scary when they start to find their rhythm than Devin Booker, and he's cooking right now.
Smith, the pass to Wiggins. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Howard's shot is good.
I mean, physical defense, but Howard just too strong.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Smith, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Smith. Feeds it to Nurkic, and it's sent back by Howard. Back to Russell. Shot from the wing. Howard. And Howard with the second chance points. He's got 15.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Shamet. Floats one up. Offensive rebound. Nurkic can't hit.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Ibaka fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting, Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
Well, what you love about Serge Ibaka, yes, he has tremendous size and reach and great athleticism, but he plays his role to a T.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Poole, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Numbers for Wiggins, some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Looking to end the run. Holmes, good.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Crowder, he's checked in for Phoenix. And so Russell hits them both.
And to me, the ceiling that D'Angelo Russell has is really high. This guy is dynamic, he's confident, he can score it, and he's just going to continue to want to prove himself.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him. Sacramento making some changes. Michael Porter comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Josh Hart in for Smith. Phoenix on defense. Here's Holmes. Wiggins outside. Shot clock at 5. Looking to get it going. Phoenix grabs the miss.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
In the corner, Crowder with it. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Bitadze. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. Bitadze's got 7 points in the game.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Here's Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Porter. Marvin Williams is checked in for Phoenix. Rondo comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And a change for Sacramento. Ed Davis is checked in for Wiggins. He doesn't get the second one.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Down low. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Rondo.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Now Porter. He's got 13. Tipped away. Here's Poole. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
For Phoenix, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Outside, Porter. Lets a floater go. Davis kicks to Porter. Goes back up. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Crowder. Poole, the pass to Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Yeah, still possessing the athleticism. Williams is sensational at finding ways to throw it down.
Here's Hart. Williams with the block, and he gets it back. Holmes kicks to Porter. Trying to get open is Davis, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes it to Poole. Takes the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jackson drives in. He gets it in there.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
Here's Hart. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Outside Rondo. He kicks it to Crowder. "11 feet away." Count it. Crowder's got 10 points.
This is a real strength of Jay Crowder's game. Give him these looks and he will knock them down.
Sacramento's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Rondo against Jackson. Baseline Jay on the way. Holmes can't get it to go in.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Crowder, the pass to Rondo. Back to Crowder. Shoots over Holmes. And the rejection by Holmes. Hart, that's good. He's got 5. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Rondo against Jackson. Here's Crowder, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Porter.
Now you know this. Crowder is not afraid to get physical. This guy will draw contact and get to the foul line.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, Crowder.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Dante Exum, he's checked in for Sacramento. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
I just have so much respect for how Jay Crowder plays the game. This guy works so hard for every single minute he's out there, and you love seeing that.
Exum. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
You know, the Australian Dante Exum, to me, Kev, has an enviable skill set. He's 6'6", and he has the potential to be special at the point guard. Well, you got to think better of that next time. He had little to no chance of conversion.
Left side, Porter. Top of the key, Exum. Pass to Davis. Here's Hart. He's covered by Rondo. It's good. Hart's got 4 this quarter. 40 seconds left in the third. Outside Rondo. Now the pass to Bitadze. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Rondo passes to Bitadze. 6 on the shot clock. Porter against Crowder. Over Porter. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Pass to Davis. Kicks it to Porter. From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Phoenix with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Rajon Rondo, and it's Williams at the 4. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Hart. Here's Exum. Passes it to Holmes. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Well, it's all right. This is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner 3, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that 3-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
The drive by Rondo. It's good.
Yeah, you gotta like that aggressiveness from the shifty point guard. Rondo has unreal body control on these drives.
Exum with it. Williams picks him up to the inside. Here's Holmes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Richaun Holmes at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Good on both. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more 3-point attempts than 2-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more 3-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Outside Rondo, outside Williams, from downtown, good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. 9 points for Williams.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Exum kicks to Dellavedova. Trying to find Holmes, gets it to him. Here's Poole, defended by Dellavedova. Yep, that one goes in there.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Pass to Holmes. Dishes it to Exum. To halt the run. Bender with the rebound. Suns have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Rondo passes to Nwaba. He can't hit that time. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Here's Hart. He feeds it to Exum. Basket good. Now here's Rondo. And there's the pass to Nwaba. Now here's Rondo. Tight defense on him. And the rejection by Holmes. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And Phoenix making a change here. Fultz is checked in. The Kings also at the sub. Wiggins is checked in. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. Doris, we've both been very public in our admiration for LeBron, the face of the league, for so many years. When he retires, and we're approaching that date, who do you think might step up and take his place as the face of the NBA?
Well, probably the most likely candidate is the new and reigning MVP, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is an absolute physical force. He's put on 50 pounds. He's getting more and more skilled. When he adds that three-point shot as a consistent weapon and gets to an in-between game, he will be impossible to guard. Kawhi Leonard, you know, he is now sort of taking over as a multi-time winner of the Finals MVP, and certainly a player guys want to play with. So just a couple of possibilities there, Kev.
No good on the free throw. Well, Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, a former #2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
So he can't get either to fall.
Well, what you like about Williams is how he's changed his game over time. Now he's a fantastic stretch four in this league.
Here's Wiggins, accurate with a jumper from the elbow.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Pass to Fultz. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And he makes good on the layup.
One of the keys as a perimeter player is always stay focused through contact. Markelle Fultz makes that shot despite the physical contact.
Here's Holmes, and Holmes throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. And he slams it down right on top of Marvin Williams.
Oh, the ease with which he elevates Wiggins with a highlight move that time.
Rondo against Wiggins. Here's Mwaba. Wiggins with the block. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Here's Dellavedova. And again, it's Sacramento converting. The Suns have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And here's Rondo. Outside Williams. But they recover it. Bender. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Bender's got his first basket of the night.
Well, that's just Bender using his size to his advantage down low. The D can do nothing with him.
And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Fultz looking around. Russ, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said. And the Suns call time here. Platoon swap here for Phoenix. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Nurkic checked in for Plumlee. Gay comes in for Richaun Holmes. Landry Shamet's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Dennis Smith in for Dante Exum. Here's Booker. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Booker's got 28 points for the game.
Boy, this guy's operating like a 10-year vet. Booker making all the right decisions almost immediately.
Nurkic with it to the middle. Here's Smith. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
It's Russell with the drive. Nurkic with the block. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it, the fast break chance. And that one is good.
And love seeing Gay get out there in transition. A huge threat to score when he's running the floor.
Suns leading by 21. Russell kicks to Warren. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
Inside, here's Gay, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. That's tipped. Russell dishes to Howard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
Well, because of his frame, Dwight Howard is so problematic for the defense, gets to the foul line.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
First one falls for him. Now with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injuries.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
And so Howard nails both of them. Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. Do you think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure. But it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
Now Shamet. Five on the clock. Here's Nurkic. The shot will not fall. Good D by Howard. Suns leading by 23. Bobbed up there for Howard. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
Sacramento moving it around. Smith the pass to Gay. With the teardrop. Good D by Howard. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Phoenix. And the dunk by Booker.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Great open look there. 21 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Smith against Russell. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
I'll tell you, it's hard to shake his concentration when D'Angelo Russell is this close to the cup. How about that tough shot?
Smith the pass to Shamet. Gay outside. Nurkic with it. Wiggins surveying the floor. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Booker. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Here's Bender. Nwaba kicks to Bender. Here's Fultz. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now, but when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
Now Now here's Bender. He's guarded by Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot from deep three-point range. Fultz, no good. Now here's Porter. High arcing shot, and the layup is good.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Now here's Fultz. Defense is right there. Here's the floater.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Exum passes to Dellavedova. And here's Plumlee. Exum with it. Three-pointer, Dellavedova off target with that shot. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by court. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA.
Mechanism can